yeah, so there's a ethnic media tour of the dams. It's quite majestic, and the water's clear enough. You could actually see future sushi inside swimming around. So this is pretty cool. This is the Morris Dam. We're in Azusa. So today we're gonna figure out the way our water works, because water is life. It's essential. Think about it, everything we use comes from water, including electricity. I know they don't mix really, but our electricity. Some of our electricity is powered by water. So this is the Morris Dam.
This water, untreated, is amongst the highest quality water in Los Angeles County, right? But this water, it still goes through a system of treatment, of recharging our aquifers. Later today, we'll visit a spreading ground, groundwater recharge facility, and you'll see the process of Mother Nature gives us a gift of clean, pure water, right? We responsibly manage it, making sure we're capturing as much as we can, and we treat it, we conserve it in the aquifers, later to be pumped out and used for municipal use. It is our second lowest rainfall year. So when it's wet, it's more important than ever that we capture every drop. So it's a function of capacity and efficiency. Here in this canyon, we manage our systems very responsibly. Coming out of this facility, we had more than 21,000 CFS flowing through this canyon. And that's where we're constantly managing the water conservation, the water needs with flood risk, because it's a dual approach where we have a primary responsibility of protecting life and property.
Elliott County's complex system of dams and reservoirs is not just about water issues. Many of these sites could also serve as multi-use parks and recreation areas.
So some of the functions for this basin, as I said, is water conservation, but it also does provide flood control. So when it rains, the water that's coming down from those two channels would get detained here, and that would prevent flooding around the local area and the downstream area as well. So in addition to flood control and water conservation, as you can see, this is also provides some habitat for local wildlife, and you can hear a lot of the birds here, and definitely a lot of butterflies around this area as well.
But you can see that this is a sign posted here for this body of water, which is impaired, as Araceli mentioned, with all kinds of pollutants. Metals from the streets, so you have water, stormwater, and urban runoff coming in from local neighborhoods, and it feeds into this water collection area. And the water that's in this basin here is not safe for humans, not safe for the fish either. And so the Board of Supervisors recognizes that not only do we need more water, but we also need more open space, more recreational space, and more permeable areas.
Vector issues. Vectors are like egrets to just about anything. At these facilities, we will recharge reclaimed water or recycled water. And in fact, this water you see flowing now, this is recycled water. It's crystal clear. It comes into our facility. It spreads out in like a lake, and it percolates through the ground and recharges the aquifers. Okay.
So 50% is supposed to go towards large watershed projects. There are 9 watersheds in LA County. So each watershed is going to get 50% of that money to build some of these larger regional projects. 40% of that money is supposed to go towards the 85 cities. So each city it'll generate its own local return tax revenue. 40% of that money goes directly back to the city so that they could build their own stormwater projects. And then 10% comes to the flood control district for things like education, so going out and working with neighborhood groups and schools, administering the program and funding watershed coordinators that work amongst each other to be a little more efficient. We're anticipating that at 2.5 cents, based on the 2.3 million